bed. Today's results are all laid bare. Leg before or caught behind. Jokes will fly and seldom kind. Stories spun with foolish pride. So open that beer and enjoy the ride.
And we're up and running. Welcome aboard. Tonight I'm going to be doing 2 match reports. That probably won't affect you guys because I'll upload them separately, but I still need to do the last day on the games 2 and 3 from the state championships over 50s, and I need to do today's game for regular classics. This one's going to be regular classics. So if you watch both, you'll see the same background. If you listen to it as a podcast, you won't give a shit. Tonight's ones are brought to us by Martuni's because Sarah and I didn't have Valentine's Day yesterday, so we've had it this afternoon or this evening. I didn't get home till 8 o'clock, 8:15. It's 10:15 now, so we've had a lovely dinner and a martini, and I'm going to do a couple of quick match reports before I go to bed because I've got work tomorrow, as we all do. So this one is the Sydney Masters or Sydney Classics Div 1 match report for today's game. Today, Castle Hill RSL, who I play for, that's why there's a match report for them, because there's no point doing a match report for a game I didn't play in. This one, let me bring up the things. Castle Hill played Parramatta at Macready Oval. Beautiful ground. I felt like there was a lot of back streets to get there, but probably there's a better way to come than what my GPS sent me. But I like this. I've only been there once before. I'd like to come and actually just come to watch a game, and you can sit up out in the little end bar at Guildford Leagues Club. I reckon you can have a meal and have a drink and watch the cricket. There's actually a footy field opposite too, so I assume maybe they do it in winter too, watch the footy. But yeah, sit up there and watch the cricket, have a drink, whatever. It's a bit hard to get an Uber from my house back to Guildford though, so I don't know, I might have to find a designated driver. But today I played. Interesting day weather-wise. Predicted only sort of 4 mils, so I wasn't expecting a lot, but it was always going to be a bit annoying. Got there, covers are off, everything was good, but it was a bit grey. We ended up getting, I think, 2 or 3 overs in. Every time I say now, just out of point, I think of you, Mordo. Thank you, mate, for reminding me that I say a lot. I'll go and do my media training and try and get it out of my system. So, yeah, I think there was 3 or 4 overs we got in, and the guys were doing well. Then the rains came. We played in it for a little bit, then it got a bit heavy, so I had to put the covers on. Then, obviously, as you know, you may not know, I don't know, you might just be listening to this because you like me and I need to explain cricket sometimes to people that haven't done it. With the covers, with the rain, you'll play through a little bit, but once you go off, you kind of can't come back on until the rains have stopped. It's not like you can go, it's a bit lighter than it was, we'll come back on. So you kind of play as long as you can before it just gets too heavy and you have to go off. There was one guy, funny enough, today, I think it was their opening batsman. JR knocked over like 3 times. He kept falling over. Was complaining to the umpire, going, "Oh, it's raining, blah, I keep falling over." And someone said, "Are you wearing spikes?" And he was wearing rubbers. And the umpire said, "Well, that's your own stupid fault. If you're not wearing spikes and it's raining," not laughing at the fella, because been there, done that. I didn't wear spikes for the first 4 years or 5 years of my playing in this level to be able to play on turf. It wasn't until I bowled one day and it was a wet deck and I could not stand up. I just kept falling over. So my excuse was I never thought I'd play cricket. I was still to this day I'm baffled that I'm playing it, getting to play on turf with real umpires and play with a bunch of guys who are actually like proper cricketers, and I'm just a dude who turns up, who's been fortunate enough to get a run. But yeah, I never bought spikes because I didn't think, I thought each game would be my last. And then eventually when I'd realised after a couple of years and I was falling over in one game, and I went, you know what, I'll go and buy a pair. So I don't know, this guy may not have owned a pair. He may have been broken. He might have been like, I don't know, the Formula 1 drivers and the car racing drivers sometimes put on slicks and sometimes don't, depending on what they think the weather's going to do. I don't know, maybe he thought he didn't need them. Who knows? Didn't ask him. Don't care. All I can say was he was falling over and complaining about the rain. The umpire said, well, put on spikes, you idiot. Sorry, shouldn't have said you idiot because he's not an idiot. It wasn't fair. Anywho, Tiny and JR opened the bowling as they do for this squad, and kept it nice and tight early as they do set the tone. For any of you guys who bowl with me opening, it's really annoying that I say it, but I say set the tone. So you want your opening bowlers to not necessarily take wickets, especially in one-day games, that keep those runs down, keep the pressure on. The wickets will come. Tiny's a master at it, and the best one that I've learnt from. And JR's a cracking good bowler, but does the same thing. Doesn't give them an inch. I mean, there's going to be the odd bad ball because we're not professional cricketers, but you limit those bad balls. Okay. So Tiny ended up with. I was going to try and change these things, wasn't I? Just to give highlights, because that way it doesn't go sort of like things don't go forever. Although, having said that, I had some people that had complained that I speak too long. Like, so I was doing like hour videos and it was too much. Some people liked it because they put it on their car or they go on their walk and they put it on a podcast, and that was cool. When I was too long, I got bored after 5 minutes. So I tried to drop it down to 10 minutes or so this year. And then Stan today goes, well, he was listening to another podcast. I was a bit hurt there, Stan, in my heart. Stan said, he's only go for 10 minutes. And then I go on to another one. So now I'm going to make them longer. Who knows? I don't know where this is going. This journey's between you and me. So, anywho, let's. Everybody bowled really well, kept the runs down. As I said, had a rain break, so we got reduced to 37 overs, I think. No, 36 overs. Looking at the markings on this, so we lost 4 overs, which is not too bad. But so that would have made drinks at, I would assume, 17. Yeah, it was. They lost the third wicket. We went off for drinks. Someone was 16. Look, 16 overs up 352. 17 overs they were 357. So they weren't scoring over quickly. What's that? 3 and over roughly. But less than that. So they weren't scoring. They were 3 down. I think they had one in the bank. Yeah. 34. So the number 3 got in the bank. Oh, Glyn. Haha. Sorry, just a sidetrack. In sports these days and everything else in the world, everyone's got WhatsApps. I've got a million WhatsApp groups going for all these teams I've played for. Glyn was pointing out today that I took lower order wickets. Well, just looking at the scorecard, I actually took the number 3, who'd been in the bank and came back. So, yeah, no. Another top order wicket for me. Look, they weren't scoring a lot. So look, at the end of the day, they made 117. They only had 3 blokes who got double figures. The opener got 20. The number 3 got 34. And I think that's a 31 for their number 5 here, not out. So everyone bowled particularly well. So quickly, I'll just go across there and just got to try and work out who's who there. So Tiny, unlucky. I think he had a drop catch off Glyn when the ball was wet. Pulled to square leg, I would think. It was the right-handed batter. I don't think it was left-handed batter. I think it was cut to points. I think it was a square leg. Pulled pretty hard to Glyn. It went through his hands because it was wet. So that was unlucky. Bowled very, really well. So none for 24 from 5. Tiny. That's right. And then JR was the second bowler in this thing. So 1 for 17 from 5 for JR. Always impeccable. Just trying to think the wicket. Oh, it was LBW. Yeah, it was too. Which is interesting because I think we're looking to get the guy. But they had 2 guys in at one point and just didn't want to play anything full. They were great, but anything sort of dangling outside off, they were just struggling. I find a lot of guys are, especially for myself, if I get slightly short, I'm not that quick, so they'll sit back and they'll just punch it off the back foot or cut it quite viciously. But these guys today just didn't have it. So And you can see it because the two opening batsmen got out LBW. So JR got one of them, and JJ got the other one. Set him up beautifully. He was on 20. So let me turn that. Can I see it better if I turn it? Yeah, I can. So Tiny, as I said, number 24. JR 1 for 17 from 5. JJ was our 11th batsman today, our 12th batsman today. So I wasn't going to bat. I was going to say, which means he got his full complement overs. He didn't get it. The full complement overs because he was batting 12. He got the full complement overs because he bowled bloody well. JJ's got a lot of experience, has played with a lot of rep teams, and you can see it today in his bowling, and just the way he would work batsmen out was actually really. I found it quite a pleasure to watch from mid on. So that was good. So 1 for 28 from 8. Merv bowled really well. 1 for 15 from 4. Glyn was on a hat trick at one point. 2 for 17 from 5. Some cracking bowling there. Not to be outdone, I was 2 for 9 from 4.3, so we're going to call that 5, so less than 2 and over, and 2 wickets. One of those wickets, Glyn being their number 3 banker, who came back in. I clean bowled him, thank you very much. And actually, and the skipper bowled 3 overs, 1 for 7, nice and tidy. So everyone was tidy, took wickets, just kept rolling through them. I think there was two cracking runouts from Stan, which kind of broke their back. What was that? Their number 8 and 9. So let's have a look at when they sort of went. I must have been 7 and 8 because I got the last 2 blokes. What did I get? I get Parker and Batty. And LBW to James. Oh, the Sniller I got. It's a bit hard to read, but getting low. 2 shots to cover, 2 run-outs to Stan. Just great work. Flung him in. Oh, that's right. James, he took it horizontal as he dived onto the stumps. I forgot about that. So some really good bowling, really good fielding, boys, today. 117. We're 11 minutes in, 12 minutes in, so I better sort of get a rig along because I want to make it too big, as we say. And then batting-wise, kind of just did it pretty... Not easy. Guys batted well. They didn't bowl badly from what I saw. But Jamesy got in the bank, 30. Dougie, who opened a second, 32 in the bank. Aussie got bowled by a dying one for 8. Then Glyn, 18. Stan, 22 before he got out with like three runs to go. Sort of brought it home. And then Joe's, you wanted to mention, giving you a mention, come out, dot, needed 3 to win, bang, straight drive 4, beautiful shot. Joe's is he's wanted to give him a call out in this thing since round 1 when the first game he come and played for us, and he bowled like a demon. He got runs. He was awesome. He took a catch from me. I'm not sure what round it was. If anyone really wants to go back and try and trawl their way through these videos, it's probably easier to go to Play HQ and look it up. I think at the time I hadn't quite called him my new favourite cricketer because I think he might have dropped one as well. He's wanted to become my new favourite cricketer, and since then he's hurt his shoulder and couldn't bowl. Had a struggling run with the bat. But yeah, I saw him bowl a couple overs of spin last week in the Nationals, States. Sorry. Was looking better. I think he got some runs. But today, yep, cracked a 4, got us a bonus point. Apparently, I'm not sure how the points and shit work in this. I just play for fun. But yeah, got us a bonus point. Good news, Josh. Not my new favourite cricketer yet. Nobody is. I've pulled that right back for a while. But I've had a good week. As I said, I'm going to do a separate report for the other one. But my last 3 games, I've taken 2 wickets in each. Took 2 for 9 from 5 today. I'm really pleased with how they came out today. My job is to bowl at the death. We've got some great quicks up front with JR, and then usually be replaced by Merv. Obviously, you've got Tiny, who's been our opening bowler for a while and is just wily and gets the job done. And then we've had JJ replacing Tiny today. So you've got some quality bowls at the front. So Jamesy's used me for the last few games to bolt the death and bolt the back end. My role is just to keep those runs down and to go for less than 2 and over and snare a couple of wickets, including the banker. Thank you, Glenn. Again, I think I need to get a low cut interest rate from G&G Finance. But yeah, this week, yeah, top order wickets in my last couple of games in Dubbo. So yeah, I think I worked out I've taken 6 for 95 from 20 overs, so less than 5 and over and 6 wickets in the last 7 days. So I'm very, very happy camper. Anyway, that's it for this one. We went on. I don't know where this puts us in the table, but we'll see. Got a couple of rounds to go. I think we're maybe 5th or 6th. We're sitting in contention to at least make a good showing. We're in Div 1. That's it.
So there you go, that's our day, that's enough from me.